subtractively and differently. The Israeli media machine is trying to restore the shaky image of its forces, responding to failures and shocks with massacres, and then dressing them in the mantle of achievements. The arms of the Israeli machine have an old and unified method of inverting expressions, transforming facts, and fabricating events. Here is an example of that. The account of Israeli Ministry of Defense spokesman Daniel Hajari published a video clip on Tuesday claiming that it was the killing of 4 individuals who attempted to infiltrate the beach of the Zikim area after an exchange of fire with a number of Israeli army forces. Accounts working on propaganda. They tried to infiltrate the beach of the Zikim area after an exchange of fire with a number of Israeli army forces. Accounts working on pro-Israel propaganda echoed his name and republished the video widely across social media platforms, with the unsurprising participation of her Arabic language on the digital space. Eddie Cohen, whose post received more than 100 comments, 70,000 views after he made sure to translate it into Arabic. In this claim, it is an Israeli achievement on the ground, but in prevention, it is the deliberate commission of a war crime documented by our investigation unit on Al Arab TV. In an analysis of the circulating clip, there is confirmation that Israel has committed a crime for which international law will. They were not armed, but despite that, the Israeli army forces opened fire directly on the unarmed individuals, as these footage also shows. Returning to this picture, which the Israeli accounts celebrate, one piece of weapon appears next to one of the individuals and not the other 3, which also casts doubt on their being armed. It is likely that the weapon was deliberately placed next to them by the Israeli forces, in response to the misleading heroic scene of the Israeli scenario. To determine the location of the operation, our team analyzed satellite images of the Zikim beach area. The geographical features match the features appearing in the section that occurred according to the results of the analysis in these coordinates. Therefore, the Israeli soldiers committing this crime took place inside the occupied territories. As for the timing, our investigation was able to determine it through image processing programs during which we relied on studying the soldiers' shadows compared to their length. Here the results indicate about a 10% difference between the length of the soldier and his shadow, as we observed in these shots. The shadows of the soldiers are almost parallel to the border of the road with a slight tilt to their left. These data led us, after using the Sunclack tool to determine the shadow and the standards of the calculated lengths, that the attack by the Israeli forces on the 10th of October occurred at approximately 1 o'clock and 42 minutes in the afternoon, which in conclusion means committing a crime and killing surrendering, unarmed individuals in the middle of the day, and then celebrating it as a legitimate achievement by Israeli forces.